Copperplate Calligraphy for beginners. Master the tools, unlock the secret. Struggling with ink blobs, scratchy nibs, feathering, uneven slant lines, whether you're a beginner or have been practicing for a while. Why does your copperplate calligraphy look inconsistent? It's because you're missing the secret fundamentals that no one tells you are essential before you begin. I used to think copperplate calligraphy was only for the people with the perfect handwriting. After learning the real rules through books and videos, I came to understand that. Realized handwriting has nothing to do with it. Technique is everything. Writing versus calligraphy style. You can see the difference. My handwriting was not that good, but you can write the best calligraphy. Two formulas that will change your calligraphy. Messy strokes plus wrong tools gives you lots of frustration. Right tools plus right technique will give you perfect flow. Let me show you exactly what's going wrong and what to do instead and what to use. We're all fixing it today. Ready? Ink slides of the nib. It just won't flow. You dip the nib in the ink and it either does not hold the ink or it flows like water off a duck's back. Why this happens? Brand new nibs come coated in oil from factory. That oil ripples the ink. Before you start using the new nib, clean your nib with the dishwash liquid, just a teeny drop. Rub it on with your fingers or soft toothbrush and rinse dry. You're ready to use your new nib. Ink is blobby or it bleeds through the paper. You try to write and ink pools into blobs or feathers like spider legs. Why this happens? Your ink is too watery or your paper is rough or absorbent. Solution: use right consistency ink and paper of 100 to 120 GSM. Let's see, I'm using the Royds 120 GSM grid book. Here I'm using the isomers ink. See, it was holding the ink instead of soaking up the ink like a sponge. Why this works? Smooth paper lets your nib glide, and once your pen feels awkward or wobbly, you're gripping tight, your hand hurts, and the nib is shaking or falling out. You're not holding the pen in the right position, you're holding it at the death grip. You have to hold it at the bit back of the starting of the pen holder, and you have to hold the pen in a bit tilted angle. Not it should not rest on the thumb. Why this happens? Pen holder is too heavy or it's not made for pointer nibs or it's not designed well for pointer nibs. Solution: get isomer striped pen holder. It's lightweight and holds Nicosia perfectly. Bonus: hold the pen like you're holding a paintbrush, slightly tilted. First hold the pen like this and first hold the pen with the first two fingers and give the middle finger as a support to the pen and slightly tilt the pen angle. It should not rest on the thumb. It gives you the perfect glide for your letters. The nib feels scratchy or it tears the paper. You try to make those beautiful upstroke. Instead, that scratch, the nib catches. Why this happens? Either your nib is too sharp or your paper is too rough. Also, you're pressing the nib too hardly. Solution: use Nikoji nib. It's smooth, not too sharp, and easy to control. Let's use Nicosia nib. The problem of scratching gone like magic. Ink starts skipping while you write. When you're mid-word, suddenly no ink. Just, just broken lines. Why this happens? Ink has dried up in your nib. It happens very fast while writing. Solution: every 10 to 15 minutes, dip your nib in water, wipe it off with a tissue. It clears the dry ink and keeps your stroke flowing. Let's dive in to 10 secrets no one tells you make you a professional. Breathing secret: inhale on upstrokes, exhale on downstrokes. Your breath controls your hand more than you think. Try this. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. But it calms your nerves and suddenly your words flow like a music. Recite your stroke. Recite your strokes. It sounds silly, but saying the strokes out loudly, sing, wires your brain and hand together. It's like teaching a child to ride a bike. It works. Downstroke, downstroke, upstroke. Helps build muscle memory and brain connection. 45-degree paper tilt rule. Paper leads to flat strokes. That 45 tilt gives your arm the right mechanics. Suddenly, your letters gain grace. You can see that and I show in both 90 and 45-degree angle. It resulted in ink blobs, whereas in 45-degree angle, my hand movement is graceful. Purpose: helps maintain natural slant and arm movement while writing. Arm movement. Silent ink blob killer. You dip your nib and start writing. Bam! A massive ink blob ruins the stroke. Here is what pros do. Always, always touch the nib to the tissue for a second. It removes the excess and keeps your strokes clean. You can also try tapping the nib to the bottleneck. This also helps. Makeup brush dust off. Any paper fibers ruin the good strokes. A soft, clean makeup brush clears the sheet without damage. You can see that the paper fibers had attached to the nib. This will ruin our strokes. But if you use the makeup brush, it removes all the paper fibers and it works like magic. Purpose: prevents fibers and dust from catching the nib. Heat the ink hack. Warm ink flows like butter. Just place it in the warm water for 1 to 2 minutes. Thick, stubborn ink becomes smooth and responsive. Check, I'm using the warm ink. It works. My words are gliding very smoothly. Paper prepping secret. Ever feel your nib scratching? Lightly pre-wet your paper makes the surface smooth. It's like skating on fresh ice, smoothly controlled and elegant. You can see my strokes are not good before pre-wetting the paper. You can look, I'm writing before the pre-wetting. Now I'm writing after the pre-wetting. My strokes are going very smoothly, but it works only for the rough papers and the thick ink like walnut ink. Purpose: reduces drag and increases ink flow. The double dip hack: fight fading ink. The double dip trick lets you refill mid letter for flourishes or long strokes. No one will ever notice. All they see is flow. Purpose keeps stroke consistency in long flourishes. Turn off perfectionist mode. Turn it off. Perfectionist mode. Your biggest enemy is the inner perfectionist. Turn it off. Check my practice book. You can see my strokes are not that perfect previously. You can check my work. But after few months of practice, now check my work. It has improved a lot. Messy practice is progress. You'll see real beauty when you stop chasing perfect. Purpose unlocks confidence and boosts your work. Bonus the drill vault. Bonus every master warm ups. Create your own drill routine. Ovals, pressure strokes, light flicks. 5 minutes a day builds muscle memory and lasts lifetime. Helps grow in calligraphy. This isn't it extra, but everything. Now you have seen how tiny tricks create massive results. Wait, imagine what your next session will look like. Pick any of these three secrets and try them today, and your strokes will thank you. Subscribe to Color Recitation